afternoon, good night, whenever you guys decide to watch this video. How you guys doing today? It's been a up and down week so far. With me just being lazy, I would say. So there's a couple things that I want to talk to you guys about. One, Dimples initiated a challenge, and if you ever want to get me to do something, I'm a very competitive person, so she initiated another challenge, and I'm gonna try to go for this one. I think this one is more doable for me, because there's days where I wasn't able to work Instacart because I needed to sleep because I had to stay up for overnight work. So I think she's doing the 31 by 31. That's what I'm gonna refer to it as, because the other is a mouthful. Pause. So we're gonna do the 31 by 31. I think Monday was a decent day in Instacart. I didn't record anything because I didn't think that I will be doing that many orders in one day. So it is what it is. But right now, we headed to this. And it's not too bad. I think it's a 2.2 mile drop off. I think it was like a $16+ order. I think it's 11 by 11. So we're gonna see. And we're gonna see what else we're gonna do for today. I feel like today is not going to be just Instacart. I'm probably gonna try to do some DoorDash. Excuse me, some Grubhub, because DoorDash lowered the pay, so it's worse than it was. Same thing with Uber Eats is worse than it was. So yeah, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. I'm also gonna go on this little diet, only liquids until maybe Saturday. I'm going to be a very angry person, so if I'm still recording up until Saturday, hopefully I will be. If you see any change or you hear any change in my demeanor, just know that it's hangriness. So I see myself in some videos that I didn't like, such as this one, that I really didn't like. So just certain things I need to change my lifestyle. Even though I eat relatively healthy, I exercise relatively often, but because I'm not getting in any cardio, I believe that's the reason why I'm looking the way I'm looking, and I'm not too happy about it. So we're gonna make some changes. I've done all types of diets. I've done no carb diet for a week. That didn't do anything. I've done no meat diet for a week. I think that one I lost like maybe 5 pounds. I've done an all liquid diet, and I think that's when I lost the most weight. And then it was another diet that I forgot what it was. No meat, no carbs, all liquid, and I can't remember the other. I think it was like an all veggie diet, and that one didn't do anything for me. All it did was give me a headache. So we'll see going forward. But let's get this first order done. So I was sitting in this Toys R Us parking lot for a little while, because no orders was coming in. I did cut on Grubhub with my iPhone. I got one order as soon as I got this order. So I took this one because one, I relatively sort of know the Aldi store because I worked there before. So it shouldn't be that difficult, even though I think it is 49 by like 57 or something like that for $25. But the mileage for drop off was 2.2 miles, so it should be like a close proximity drop off. So hopefully I'm not in there longer than a half hour. I'm hoping not to be, but you know, we never know, because again, they change the stores with Aldi. They always changing stuff. So whether it be like stuff in the store, or if they do remodels or whatever, they change everything that be in the store sometimes. So sometimes I do be struggling a little bit finding this stuff. But hopefully I'm in and out of here quick. Again, this one is I think 49 or 47 by 50 something, $25, 2.2 mile drop off. So I'm gonna show you guys the time. I'm gonna start doing that now, just something a little different from what everybody else is doing. I'm gonna show you guys the time that it takes me to shop some of these orders, and let me know like how fast or slow you guys shop. Not saying that speed is everything, but I like to be in and out of these stores because I feel like the longer I'm in a store and I'm not like finish with the order, the more chance I have of missing a decent order. But yeah, I was sitting here for, I don't know, maybe a half hour, maybe longer than that. It's now 2:05. I don't even know when I started the other one. But I was sitting here for a minute, so we'll see. Perfect. So again, a super easy drop off. I think it was like 7 minutes from the store, so not too bad. I'm gonna go park back up in the what do you call it? The Toys R Us parking lot. I don't want to be in the exact parking lot of the what is it, Costco's, because sometimes it's hectic to get in and out of there. So, and then if I do get an order like at BJ's where I gotta go, you know, maybe 10 minutes away, it's just easier to just drive and go instead of trying to get out of that hectic parking lot. So gonna head back over there, and hopefully we get a couple more orders for the day. It's only 3 o'clock, but you know, the orders start slowing down now, or the bad orders start rolling out now, so we'll see. I guess I'll cut back on Grubhub. Grubhub didn't send me anything until I got, you know, that last delivery, so we'll see, man. We'll see. So so far not a horrible day. I think I made 50 for the day, maybe a little over 50 for the day. But we'll see. I think I got her everything she wanted, so not too bad. But we'll see. Hopefully another a large order before we pack it home. But today looked like it's been a slow day, and I'm not gonna sit out here and wait for orders to be, you know, given. So we'll see. So I know that I'm a little late on my weekly recap, but it's been a long week. A lot of running around, a lot of different places, a lot of different gigs, a lot of communication things, a lot of learning, such as editing, but editing for my football stuff. So a lot has been going on. So a lot has been going on in the Instacart community. So some things that was brought to my attention over the last couple of days. People have spoken out. Instacart addressed some stuff, but nothing too crazy that I think of. But let's get into it. So the start of my week wasn't too good. It was very, very, very slow. And I didn't think it was going to be a good week. It wasn't a great week, but it wasn't a good week in my estimate either. As you guys know, I got my notes because, you know, I like to keep it fresh and professional somewhat. So as you can see, it wasn't a really good start of the week for me. So today, this is the best order I've seen. As you guys can see, it's 2:33. This is the best order I've seen today. It's almost, the drop off is near my house. But I already know with this Costco, the line is going to be ridiculous. It's going to take about, I'm not going to say 20 minutes to get there. It's going to take about 15 plus to get there. I'm probably going to be in the store at least, I want to say 45 minutes, depending on how long the line is. It's going to take me nothing to shop this. Maybe not even 10 minutes, but I don't know. Maybe I'm being picky, but I might just take it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. But nonetheless, we prevailed and we got something. So something that was brought to my attention, as people have told me that, you know, oh, they don't modify orders when people are shopping, but they do. So it's not like, you know, people can't say, oh, well, they don't modify orders anymore. They absolutely do. And I believe I got my first $50 order this week. I mean, not this week, excuse me. I seen my first $50 order in a couple months. But as you can see, the mileage is ridiculous. But it's not all bad because I can still see up to, I think 18, between 12 and 18 on a good day. Is normally shows me about 12 to 18 batches on a good day. But because most orders aren't worth it, even though you see up to 12 to 18 on the screen, most of them aren't worth doing. So a lot of them I just, you know, kind of ignore and skip. And so I'm just going back to my notes here. When I did get my first batch, I had a few bugs in the app. So I don't know if it just was a bug in my app that was going on, or it's maybe it was something that you guys experienced too. If you guys let me, if you guys experience this bug, let me know in the comments below. Basically, what happened was when I needed to take the picture of the receipt, once I did everything, it wouldn't let me scan. It wouldn't let me scan the it wouldn't let me scan the receipts. Like, I mean, it wouldn't let me take a picture of the receipt. So I was stuck and I couldn't go to the next screen to see where the customer's houses were at. So it was becoming increasingly frustrating because it didn't happen to me not once, not twice, but I think 2 or 3 times. And I think that's what pretty much killed my day. If I remember correctly, I believe that's what killed my day, because it seemed like there was a bug going on and I wasn't able to go to, I wasn't able to just straight leave. I had to go through all these hoops and holler and contact Instacart, and it was becoming too much of a hassle. So a couple of things popped up with Instacart. They definitely have a new retailer. I think it's called Sephora. I believe Dimples hinted towards it, but I didn't know what it was. I seen it before she posted hers, but I thought she would drop a little more details on what it is. I really don't know. I didn't really do research on it as I should have, but it's called Sephora. So I don't know. The update is Sam's Club is extending its hours for Instacart workers to shop. I believe it's from 8 to 10, if I'm not mistaken. I know a lot of people don't have Sam's Clubs wherever they work at, but I have one that's maybe 7 minutes away, maybe a little less. And if I can get more orders from them, it will be it will make me happy, because again, the store is really close. And a lot of times the payout is a little better than it is for BJ's and Costco's. And again, because it's closer, you know, for me it's beneficial. But a lot of times it's a little rough because the fact that I have to go a little, I have to, sometimes the drop-offs are too far for me to do. So I am wary of that. So I just noticed my lighting was like literally, because I was like, why can't I see my face as clear on the phone? So I just noticed like my lighting wasn't as good as I wanted to. So I cut on the my light right in front of me, and it looks a lot better. So okay, back to the Instacart stuff. So Instacart has updated, excuse me, Instacart has implemented a new feature to whereas if you already accepted a batch and you're already shopping it, they'll give you the option to add on to the batch. So you'll have, so if you go there and you're working there and you're shopping for one customer, they'll give you the option to opt in to add on a new customer to the order or the batch that you're already doing, which I think is a great thing, and I have to commend them for that, because it definitely incentivizes us to shop the order because we're already there, and it cuts out a lot of time for driving, so we don't have to drop off and then drive back to the store to drop somewhere else. So if we're already in the store and we get a notification saying, hey, you have opportunity to make more money if you pick up this order, if you pick up this order as well, if you shop this order as well because you're already at the store, I think that's a beautiful thing. I have to give them kudos for that. And if you haven't already, please order your health and safety kits. Different people are eligible for different things, I believe. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I lied to you. Order what you need, because I think with the kit, I seem like I ordered it a couple times before and they haven't really been sending me stuff. I don't know. I think they've just been sending me hand sanitizer. I haven't been getting masks or gloves. I just been getting hand sanitizer. So unfortunately, that's what it is. But better something than nothing. But if you haven't already, and if you're eligible, or if it's your time to restock, order your health and safety kits from Instacart. We got into the good. Let's get into the bad. So this came up across my my Facebook page. You know, people send me stuff all the time. People refer me to stuff all the time. But I seen this woman rant, and basically she claimed that Instacart stole her I think it's her mother's money, her disabled mother's money, by pretty much whatever the process she's gonna tell you. I don't want to put words in her mouth. I'm gonna let you guys hear it from from her, not word of mouth, directly from her. Basically, the way she was charged, and she tried to get her money back and she couldn't. So with her bank, I think her bank charged her a overdraft fee. So then, when you get charged the overdraft fee, they start, the fees to be a little excessive. So, yeah, so hopefully that's not the case, but listen to her and let me know if you guys believe what happened or not. So for me, it's either what happened was valid or it had to be an extreme coincidence, because the day after that video came out, I'm sure it went viral, but the day after that video came out, Instacart sent out an email saying that they implemented a feature that, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read off my notes. It's a senior. They're enrolling a senior. They're enrolling a senior support service. So if fraud or something happens, they can go and catch it, or they feel like it's a more dedicated feature for them to get in contact with, because as we know as shoppers, it's very difficult trying to get in contact with Instacart. If you're not doing the shop, it's very difficult to get in contact with Instacart, because I believe a lot of their offices are still shut down because of COVID, and a lot of times they cater more towards the business side or the retailer side of things, and they don't really cater towards the shoppers and or customers as well. So hopefully if it did happen, hopefully it's rectified, because that's going to be a really bad look on Instacart's part. And again, because I think it went viral, and it was such a coincidence that after the young lady posted that, the next day they sent out an email. Like it was literally like the next day. So hopefully that gets rectified. But that's a real sticky situation that Instacart's in, because again, as we told you guys before, their communication isn't really the best. So where do they go from here, man? I really hope that's not the issue, because that's rough, man. That's rough. That's I don't know. That hurts, because it doesn't hurt just the thing is that it's a domino effect. It doesn't just hurt the Instacart. It affects their investors, and it affects Instacart shareholders, and it affects the businesses, the validation of the businesses. It affects us as shoppers and drivers in some cases, because you break that trust. You know what I mean? And the fact that you guys don't, if it's valid, the fact that you guys didn't communicate properly and causing further damage is just it's really bad look on everybody. But hopefully it's rectified. And if you are doing Uber, as mine popped up, again, if it applies to you, order your health and safety supplies from Uber if you qualify, because not everybody qualifies for them for some reason, or you only qualify for certain things. I think mine is just always mask with Uber. They send me the blue mask. That's all they really send me. So I'm not gonna say no, because we need it out there, especially when things are starting to open back up, and some people feel safe about going out there and having people in their car. Then we can go from there. But other than that, order your stuff, or if not, at least contact them and say, hey, I need supplies for X, Y, and Z, and I'm sure they'll take care of you. So we'll see. And lastly, with Uber, Prop 22 is coming up, so there's been a lot of controversy about it. My thoughts on it is that I didn't know a lot about it, so I can't tell you guys to be for it or against it. But what I can do is let somebody who's much smarter than me break it down, and then you can make informed decision. Because if for us gig workers, or I don't want to say influencers, because I'm not an influencer. My channel isn't big enough to be an influencer, but we try to give you guys the information, and then you guys can make an informed decision. So this next video, it shows what you're going to be looking at it, if you're for or against it, and pretty much what it breaks down to. And this doesn't just, Prop 22 doesn't just affect Uber drivers. It affects all gig work, period, because Instacart threw a whole bunch of money at it. So it affects all aspects of it. And again, my thoughts is this: you have companies throwing money at this bill or this legislation, but they won't spend that same amount of money on their, I don't want to say employees, but their drivers or their delivery workers. You know what I mean? That they're workers. So like, I feel like that should tell you all you really need to know is if they can spend millions, if not billions of dollars on this, they don't care about you. So it's like, for me, that's what it is. Because at the end of the day, you put your money where your mouth is. And if you're telling your workers that you can't pay them, but you're going to throw millions and billions of dollars to a proposition, you care about the business aspect of it more than you care about the shoppers. But if not all, that's all business. So take a listen and let me know what you think.
What you need to know about Proposition 22 on the California ballot, and why I'm urging you to vote no on this corporate power grab. Right now, massive corporations like Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Postmates, and Instacart are pouring nearly $200 million into a giant PR campaign designed to get you to vote for this. It's their measure. They put it on the ballot. And it's the most expensive ballot measure ever, not just in California, but in the entire country. Prop 22 would allow companies like Uber and Lyft to continue to misclassify employees as independent contractors and eliminate the rights of millions of other workers who'd no longer be entitled to unemployment insurance, overtime, sick leave, protections against discrimination and sexual harassment, or the right to collectively bargain for better wages and working conditions. A study by my colleagues at UC Berkeley found that under Prop 22, Uber and Lyft drivers would be guaranteed only $5.64 an hour, a far cry from the $13 an hour minimum wage they'd otherwise get. And the vast majority would not qualify for the health benefits outlined in Proposition 22. Uber and Lyft claim most drivers want to remain independent contractors because they prefer the flexibility. Well, that's rubbish. Uber cites 2 surveys to support this claim, one of them unscientific and the other paid for by Uber itself. The fact is, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Postmates, and Instacart and other corporations are spending hundreds of millions on this ballot measure so they won't have to pay the cost of worker rights and protections. By not paying into unemployment insurance, for example, Uber and Lyft have saved a combined $413 million since 2014. But as a result, their drivers don't qualify for unemployment benefits. Make no mistake, Prop 22 is a lousy deal for Uber and Lyft drivers and for millions of other workers. This is why I'm urging you to vote no on Prop 22 and to urge your friends and family to do the same. Don't let big corporations pay hundreds of millions to strip workers of the rights and protections they need.
So my total is not where I want it to be. Again, I know she wants to do 7 by 7. I think it's 7 for 7. So it's $100 a day minimum for 7 days. I didn't hit my goal because the game that I was supposed to record on Sunday was the gentleman who wanted me to record. He told me no because the other team wouldn't have their proper jerseys, so he didn't want it to look crazy. So I understand that you want a certain aesthetic, and I get that. So from filming, I made $160 for the week. From Instacart, I made $190, and for security, I made $240. So it all comes out to $590, $110 under my goal. Trying to meet, Dimple's challenge, and I wasn't able to do that. And again, that's my fault. I should have worked more, but it's difficult to work during the day and then try to stay up overnight to do X, Y, and Z. So it's certain sacrifices I have to make, as well as being a parent. So that's it. I'm 190 off my goal, so I need to find a way to make that up, and we're gonna go forward throughout the week. This week hasn't been good. Seeing how I'm into the next week. This week hasn't been good with Instacart orders. It's been pretty bad. Just either low orders or extremely long distances that I'm not willing to do. But I'll see if other stuff, Grubhub picks up or DoorDash picks up. If Uber Eats can do something, but Uber Eats doesn't seem to be changing their promotion, so I'm a little stuck, on what they're doing. But again, football is picking up, so that'll be a huge chunk of money. Security is always going to be a thing, so again, I can supplement because they are still gig work. I still add them all together, so we'll see, man. We'll see. Again, we have opportunities to go forward. So we'll see. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Questions, comments, concerns. Do me a favor, like the video, share the video if possible. And I'm looking forward to reading some of you guys' comments. Some comments I don't respond back to because of spam, and I don't want to deal with the process of just getting rid of it all the time. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time, guys, have a good one.